There's something about artificial intelligence where in today's world, it's just downright scary. What's up YouTube, Zero here, and welcome to the Horror Zone with Zero. Today I have a quick movie review of M3GAN. Now in this video, I'm going to go quickly through a synopsis, then I'm going to get into what I like and what I don't like about M3GAN, and at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what my rating is of M3GAN, so stick around for that. Again, this is a quick movie review, but if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another movie review. I have a lengthier review of M3GAN in another video, so feel free to check that out if you want a lengthier review. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now M3GAN, the synopsis, quick synopsis. A robotics engineer at a toy company builds a lifelike doll that begins to take on a life of its own. M3GAN is a doll meant for kids, and it is built in with an artificial intelligence that does begin to take on a life of its own. So let's talk about the pluses and minuses of M3GAN. So first, the acting. The acting is absolutely phenomenal. The two main actors, Allison Williams, who plays Gemma, and Violet McGraw, who plays Katie, do a phenomenal job. They really capture the emotions of the characters well and do a great job of having the audience connect to them. On top of that, M3GAN is a great new villain. I can see M3GAN being around for a very long time, becoming a staple in the horror movie genre and being recognized alongside of Chucky, Jigsaw, and the likes of other prominent serial killers. This is, again, the beginning of a great franchise, and this movie does a great job of integrating today's world into movie form to help the viewers connect and to kind of put that thought in the back of your mind, well, can this really happen? We have an artificial intelligence programmed into a doll that starts to take on a life of its own. Today we have our Google Homes, our Amazon Echoes, which all can somewhat take on a life of its own. I may not even be speaking to my Google. I may not even say the word Google, yet my Google's listening and sometimes responds, which is absolutely scary. And this movie, M3GAN, does a great job of connecting today's world to the movie. And finally, M3GAN is a very good story. From beginning to end, I was hooked, wanting to know what would happen next. And the acting really helped with that as well, where I was really involved and connected and wanted to know what was going to happen next. So now let's get into some of the cons. Normally, this isn't something I talk about, but when you think of horror movies, what really gets your blood pumping? What gets your skin to stand on edge? It's the horror music in the background. When a character opens a closet, you hear that horror music composure that really gets you on the edge of your seat. M3GAN lacked this type of horror musical composure, which really took away from some of the horror aspects of this movie. I just really didn't connect to the music that I would have liked to. On top of that, the choice to make M3GAN PG-13 was a downfall. If you want to compete with some of the greater slasher movies, the Halloween movies, the Jigsaw movies, you're going to have to slash and gut people. M3GAN just didn't do that. Now I understand why they decided to make it PG-13. James Wan said he wanted to connect to a teenage audience, and so he made it PG-13, but this movie could have really used from being rated R, seeing M3GAN at full potential. I look forward to seeing the unrated version of M3GAN when it does come out. And finally, if you've watched a lot of horror movies, M3GAN is somewhat predictable. While good and a great story, there's a lot of times that you can really predict what's going to happen next in M3GAN. So, now that I've gone over the pros and cons, let's get into my final review. M3GAN has a great story, great acting, and is the beginning of a great franchise and serial killer in M3GAN. I look forward to the future of this franchise, and despite its cons, with a lack of the musical horror composure and some of the other choices, this movie was fantastic and I recommend seeing it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay spooky. Until next time, peace.